Happy Monday, everybody. Good to see you. Good to see you. Big waves out there. So, we were laughing a minute ago because everybody that's tuning in is under a frozen tundra this morning across the world. And looks like the only state, maybe right now, is Florida that's coming in above freezing. So, uh, good to see everybody this morning. Good to have you joining us on the Coach's Corner. And the word for today is alive, is alive. As I sit out in these frozen temperatures this morning, I feel alive. I feel absolutely alive and energetic because and want to talk to you just a little bit about this word, and also in the chats, we'd love for you to let us know where you're tuning in from. So if Anthony, help me out if I start breaking up. Obviously, I'm coming in from a remote location, so I hope the Wi-Fi holds up. And I had everything lined out, coach, on a sheet of paper, highlighted, beautiful. And guess what? Between me getting out of the car and here, I don't know where it's at. So I am looking on my phone at my notes. Okay. So one of the things, if you look at the word alive, it's having life. It's alertness. It's energy. It's briskness. All those words make up the word alive. And I'm talking to you and me right now in how alive are we? Okay, how alive are we? If we look at it, you know, Thornton Wilder, I pulled this quote that says, "We can only be said to be alive in those moments when our hearts are conscious of our treasures." And one of the things that I say a lot, and you've heard me say it on here, is we were put on this earth to thrive, not to survive. And when we are thriving, whatever that is, whether it's in our health, it's in our relationships, it's in our profession, when we're thriving, we have purpose, we have meaning. We get up in the morning, put our feet on the floor, and we're excited about the day. And you know, so how are you truly, do you know if you're truly alive? Well, I put these things down, and I really want to challenge myself that as I go through the weeks and I go through the months and I go through the days, I, if I'm doing these things, it's proven, it's science behind it, that the people that do the things I'm about to share with you are people that feel alive in their life. Number one, appreciation. Having true appreciation for the things we've been given here on earth. Guys, we are so blessed if we look around and really realize how appreciative and how much we have and how much we have to be thankful for. Number two, be present. It's easy to think about the past. It's easy to look towards the future. But as Myra says a lot, when I'm present, when I'm at where my feet are planted, I'm more alive. Number three, generosity. Man, how many of you would raise your hand and agree when you do something for someone else, whether it's your money, whether it's your time, whether it's your listening skills, it's your attention, your love, you're showing love. But when you do something for others and they pay you just with a word of thanks, maybe it's a note, maybe it's a text, maybe it's one, you feel alive. So generosity really makes you feel alive. Think about that as you go through social media. Think about that as you're living your life every day. How can we be more generous? Be authentic. You know, I've had times in my life where I've tried to be someone else. I'm just being honest. I've tried to dress like they dress. I've tried to act like they act. And what I realized was when I'm really me, when I'm really Brent Palmer, like the true authentic self, I'm more alive. Passion. what is your passion? Like, the passion is what makes you put your feet on the floor in the morning and you're excited about the day. And truly, I think we'd all agree with this. You can tell if a person's got passion or not. You really can. Like, you want to be around them. They're infectious. They're somebody you want to spend your time with because they have passion, and it's because they're alive. It's because it's. And then the last one is grow. Reading new books, listening to audios. Like, maybe we're trying a different sport. We're trying something new, like in ourselves. But whatever it is that makes us grow, maybe it's going to a new gym. Maybe it's starting CrossFit. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's but whatever you're doing, if you're out there trying to grow, you're out there trying to stretch yourself, you're alive. And I just wanted to share those thoughts with you today. Coach, I'll turn it to you.
Okay, that's awesome, Brent. And I love where you went with all that. And I'm going to add a little something to it that I think I think it will really enhance everybody's day on how we're thinking about being alive. I'm going to ask you a stupid question. Are you alive? Well, of course you're alive. You're sitting on this screen watching and breathing air, and you're a part of this community. So, that may seem like a dumb question, but are you really alive? Are you really living? That's one of those which I call the hashtag truth bombs. Are you really living? So in order to be alive, all of the unbelievably great points that Coach Palmer said, those have got to be there. They've got to be there. Now, let's just talk a few minutes about how that we as individuals can really come to life and living our best life. What are some other things outside of what Coach perfectly put it out there for us today? Well, I believe in order to be happy and successful, our self-esteem has to be in check. Our self-esteem, whether you have high self-esteem or low self-esteem, sometimes that is an area in our life that if we have low self-esteem, we can still mask it. But how do we get past this and really come to life and be alive? Well, by having that, by being, we got to be able to get up in the mornings. I've used this before, and I believe it, and I do it. Some of you may not, but I wish you'd try it. You get up, you go get in front of that mirror, and you start talking to yourself. Doesn't mean you're crazy. There's a lot of days I think I am crazy, but start looking in the mirror and talking to yourself about how we can do anything and everything. We are building our own self-esteem by what we're speaking into ourselves, because we can't look at ourselves and not be honest. I don't think we can. When you're staring back at yourself, you're going to be honest with yourself. We've got to be great competitors in order to be alive. But I think that we compete, and we should compete more with ourselves, just like Coach Palmer said. And we've all done it. We need to be who we are. We don't need to try to be somebody else by dressing how they dress, fixing their hair how they fix it. You got to be you if you want to truly be alive. And our greatest competition should be with ourselves. Speak positivity into your life every single day if you want to be alive. Look in the mirror and tell yourself that today is going to be great. I don't care how bad yesterday was. Today's going to be great. I am coming to life. I am bringing it today. And also that, hey, I'm good enough. I am good enough. You tell yourself that. And absolutely refuse to make excuses and be that gloom and doom person. If you want to be alive, speak positivity, because that's what's going to bring you to life. Tell yourself that whatever goals, whatever task that you're going to have for that day, that you're going to accomplish them. How? You simply believe you can. If you don't have that belief, you're going to struggle. But belief is our lifeblood in truly being alive. You better believe this. The strongest factor for success in truly being alive is our self-esteem. Believing in ourselves and believing we deserve a step up in life will always drive us to work a little harder. We'll now truly come to life with a strong self-esteem and belief that we deserve it all. Then you take, after you have that conversation with yourself, you take all those wonderful things that Coach Palmer pointed out and apply it into your life as well. And if you want to come to life, I promise you, you do those things and it will bring you to a whole different level. So thank you. I want to say, Andrea and Billy, y'all have always been a constant and y'all have not been here for a few days. So I'm so glad to see y'all back on today. And for everybody that's on, have a great day. Love y'all. People coming to Florida, man, I can't wait to see you.
Coach, thank you so much. Thanks for those words, guys. We love you so much. We're grateful for you. Let's have a great week. We'll see you back tomorrow. Bye, guys.